Hello students, now uh, we are continue HTML frames. So this is ninth chapter. What is uh, we have discussed already about HTML. HTML is hypertext markup language, which is introduced by Tim Berners-Lee and for creating web pages. So web pages have lots of contents over there, like text, 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 pictures, and videos or audios. So these kinds of content shows on web pages. So what is frame? So if you talk about frame, so with the help of frames you can display the several documents in a single window. So frames allow you to open more than one web pages simultaneously in a web browser window. So what do you mean by browser? Browser is an application to a browser is platform for showing web pages. So now we are moving on frames. The entire window can be divided into many parts so that multiple windows can be displayed at a time on a single web page. So in short, the entire window can be divided into many parts. So if you need to categorize gallery or some contents about the gallery or to categorize other products and their images, videos, you can uh, divide it in many parts. So this is can be done with the help of frames. Each part of window is called frames. The following HTML elements can be divided to set frames. So here we have three types of frame set. It defines the rows and columns in frames. Second, frame, it specifies the document that need to be displayed. And no frames, when the browser is unable to display frames, then this tag is used. So there are three categories of frames. First one is frame set. This relates to row and columns, and row or columns divided in the form of percentage, and every web page have its own percentage 100%. If you need to divide in three parts, you can divide in percentage. After that, uh, in details, frame set tag as the set of several in the means more than one number of frames is called frame set. So one document need to define frame set so that other documents can be displayed one each of the frame. This is called frame set document. Frame set document, separate document, you can apply lots of formatting or other like of properties apply on that content when you required. So that frame set specifies the number of rows and columns and divide the whole web pages into a rectangular area that can be used to display other document. So this is about frame set tag. After that, following are the attributes of frame set tag. So when we talk about attributes, so uh, all the tags have some attributes. In second term we can say properties and attributes are the same thing. So we are talking about vertical frame set. There are two types of frame set, vertical frame set and horizontal frame set. So now we are talking about vertical frame set. The frame set tag declares multiple frames. The example given here displays how to make a vertical frame set with three different documents. The first column is set to 25%, and the second column is set to 50%, and the third column is set to 25% of the width of the browser window. We already discussed about browser window have 100%, so first part divided into 25%, second part divided into 50%, and third part rest 25%. So this is divided in columns. So here we have a image shows. So here we have an example for HTML page. First of all, we introduce root tag. Root tag is HTML tag, angular braces, and in between HTML. So between HTML we use frame set tag. Frame set tag have cols calls attribute, which means columns, and columns divided into three parts. Calls attribute have uh, values 25%, 50%, and 25%. So frames are divided into three parts, and three parts contain different type different web pages address, and address hold by the source attribute, src in short. And full form of this src is source is the location of the file, or we can say HTML page. So now we are talking about a dot operator shows the type of file, which file is which type. So dot html html a file is type of web page. So here we have three parts: frame A, frame B, and frame C. This is about vertical frame set. Now we are talking about horizontal frame set. This is about horizontal frame set. The example of horizontal frame set is given below. It allows how to make a horizontal frame set with four different documents. The first row is set to 25%, the second row is set to 40%, and the third row is set to remain 40% of the height of the browser window. So we have a example here: HTML tag. After HTML tag, frame set after attribute rows. We are talking about horizontal for set. So here attribute is rows divided into three parts, so 20%, 40%, and use asterisk sign. Asterisk sign shows the rest amount of the frame. So this is about horizontal frame set. So now uh, tomorrow we will discuss about nested frame set. Thank you.